every time I pick up the camera for a home vlog, I'm wearing the same exact outfit. Hi guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Neha and I make videos related to books. And welcome to hopefully what is a reading vlog. I have started so many reading vlogs. Yeah, every time I start, that's the sound that comes up. I have tried to start a reading vlog for so many times on this channel and I've failed, but I am hoping to be good at it today because I do want to pick out a book to read and I do want to show you around my day because I am working from home today. It is 12:30 p.m. So starting a little bit later on in the day. I'm working from home today because I'm a little under the weather yeah, that's why I'm at home and that's why I'm in my comfy house dress. So yeah, I'll take you around what I do in a typical working day. Hopefully this will extend to the weekend as well, but first let's pick out a book to read. Now, I think I've mentioned this in my previous videos as well. There's a lot of construction going on in my apartment complex. My house is a mess still and I don't know what to do about it because we are yet to start the painting process, so I don't want to clear up things and then having to dismantle them and then having to clear up again. So it's a mess. My life is a mess right now and I'm not reading at all. So that's why I want to pick out a book today and then start a reading vlog and then hopefully finish it over the weekend. So yeah, I want to do this thing where I pick out my highest rated to be read book on my shelves and then give it a go. I've seen many booktubers do this. This is a very common concept and this is going to be part of my tackle the TBR quest, which is just getting out of hand because I am just not able to stop buying books. It's insane. But yeah, that's that. So I have my iPad here. I'm gonna press record and then we are going to look at my highest rated book and pick that out to be read. I am on my lunch break currently, so I have some time. So let's see. I'm going to on my bookshelf books. As you can see, I have 166 books on this, which is insane. This is not normal. I know this. I hope you know this as well. And I'm gonna like reverse search. Oh no, wait, hold on. Something has happened. Sorry about that. Average rating. Let's see what turns up. Oh, okay. So the very first book that turns up if I do my highest rated book on my TBR is actually The Complete Moss by Art Spiegelman. I've had this for a while now. Not a while, I would say a couple of months. It was part of my latest book haul as well. I'll link that up above. And yeah, I do want to read this. I think I'm gonna pick it. You know what? Let's change the status of want to read to currently reading on Goodreads. I think this is the way to go because I am not really in the reading mood these days. So a graphic novel is really the best way that I can go forward with this. So yes, I really hope they stop this. So yeah, welcome to my bookshelf. The third shelf of my bookcase. I have my latest video is showing you all the books which are a part of this. And Moss is also a part of this shelf. I think that is serendipity. So yeah, this is the book that I am going to start reading. I know that this is a pretty heartbreaking sort of a book. And I'm very excited to finally read this. I've heard such amazing things about this. About 5 p.m. today. I've had a very interesting day so far. A lot of things happening. at the back end, which maybe I can tell you later on about. I definitely can't tell you about it right now. But now I wanted to make a little snack for myself since I am at home, and I have dosa and idli batter, which I'm gonna use to make punugulu. So punugulu is basically like small idlis, kind of steamed idlis, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I thought I'll just brief you about it. Let me show you the batter. So this is the batter I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna add onion and chopped onion and some mirchi powder and mix it up and steam it, and I will show you once it is cooking, and I'll also brief you on the book probably then. Okay, so the batter is ready. I've just cut onions, I put some mirchi, I put some salt, I put some jeera seeds, and I put some chaat masala because why not, right? And now the pan is heating, if you can see, and then I'm just gonna put it in and steam it, and that's that. So I will see you with the finished product probably, and then I promise I'll come back and talk to you about the book that I'm reading. Here is my snack. These are these little, really cute little idlis, and I have tomato chutney, I have ginger pickle. So that's my snack, and let me quickly talk to you about the book, which is part of this reading vlog. So I finished up to 56 pages, and basically this is a Holocaust book. So the author basically lays out the story of his father. His father was in Poland when he was sent to war against Germany. Then he became a prisoner of war, and then he eventually was sent to the concentration camps. So basically the author is just narrating his father and his mother, his family's entire life story. I have heard a lot about this. This is also the second graphic novel that I've ever read now. So I've been excited to read about this, and I've heard such great things about it. So all the Jews in this book are depicted as mice, and all the Nazis are depicted as cats in this book. So they've tried to like change that narrative also, and it's really written in a very interesting manner where the author is just writing down what his father is saying. So the language is also like that, where his father is reciting. His father is not very grammatically fluent in English, so the dialogues are also like that. And also in the middle there are like cutaways to where the author goes to visit his father, and like they're having dinner, and random real life conversations also get slipped into. So it's like watching a movie almost, where you're going back into where you're going into a flashback, but then you're getting snippets of what's happening in their present also as the story is recounted. So yeah, very interesting, very readable, and just what I needed to get out of my reading slump, I think. This is a thick one, I would say, for a graphic novel. This is around 300 pages, and but I'm flying through it as expected. So yeah, there's also the complete collection. It's not just book 1, book 2. I think there are multiple books in this, so I have the full collection. So excited to make my way through this as the weekend progresses. And now I'm just gonna enjoy my snack and get back to some work. So Hello, today is Sunday. It's 5th March and it's around 9:30 a.m. and I've been up for a bit, but now I have a sore throat, so I'm just drinking some hot water and lemon and honey. So yeah, I had a good day yesterday. Relaxed at home, finished my book, read my book, and then we went out for technically we thought we'll go out for coffee to this new place in Bandra called Veronica's. We thought it'll be for like a coffee and a bite, but it was very popular and we ended up having to wait for 40 minutes. So we had a very early dinner. So we had some really yum burgers and sandwiches and coffee and a croissant. And the place was also really fun vibes. Came back home and I was reading this in the night and I have finished this book. So I'm here to share my final thoughts and wrap up this reading vlog. So yeah, it's a very autobiographical or a biographical account of his father's life and particularly his experiences in the concentration camps and during the war in general. Okay, so I have a few conflicting thoughts about this book, mainly because the father is a very misogynistic, racist guy. He's pretty old at the time of reciting this story, so he has not really dealt with his PTSD. I don't think he's ever gotten help to deal with what has happened. So he's very miserly. He treats his second wife extremely badly. He's very racist towards black people, and he's just overall not a very nice person. I mean, not a nice person to read in the book. So that was a little off-putting throughout, just in terms of how he dealt with the people around. And also the author also tries correcting him numerous times, but I don't think in anywhere in the book the author tries to get him some help to deal with his issues. He goes to therapy, but I don't think he ever offers his father some advice or help, or offers to, you know, get his father into therapy and deal with his issues. So yeah, it's not a very nice thing to read, especially in the present time of the book. But overall, it's a typical Holocaust book. If you've seen enough media of this genre around, you know the horrors and you know what exactly transpired and how horrific the treatment of Jews was in the hands of the Nazis, the number of people who went through the gas chambers, etc., etc. So those things are very much there. You do feel that really affects you as you read. And also the depiction of the Jews as rats, I think, or mice, sorry, not exactly rats, as mice, is really effective, because the art is, you can really see the torture and the trauma on their faces as they're going through this this horror, right? So yeah, that the art, I think, makes up for the people in this book, kind of. And yeah, I would say that it's a very well written book that way. There are a lot of things that it puts into perspective, but I don't know, the father really was not the ideal person to deliver this subject matter, I think. And also his entire experience with the war, during his entire experience with the war, he's an extremely privileged person. He has a lot of resources that he can trade to get like basic necessities. He's also very lucky. He's extremely resourceful as well. So he is privileged in the camps more than the average Jew in those camps, I would say. He got a lot of liberties that way. So in that aspect, you can kind of see how his survival skills kicked in and how he had to cope with this just to get a few basic necessities for him and his wife and his family earlier on. So yeah, interesting book. It's only my second graphic novel, so in that aspect I did really enjoy my experience reading it. And as always, the Holocaust book really does affect you at the end of the day. So and you can only hope that humanity never repeats what happened. But I mean, there's so many wars going on as we speak. So yeah, I don't really think we have learned the lessons from history as much as we should have. So yeah, ending it on a weird kind of a note. I would rate this book 4 stars out of 5. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me over my weekend as I read this book. And if you're still around, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I do have an Instagram channel where I post regular updates on what I'm reading. I'll leave the links below if you'd like to follow, and I'll see you very, very soon.